That I have a bigger dick than you do.
That's not it. That's not it. Like she's whispering to people around her.
Yeah, well, I threw a box.
Ah! Ah! This is Richard Shepard.
And this is Josh Nace.
And this is the Rich and Josh Show.
Behind the scenes. How did I come up with the Rich and Josh Show? Mostly Jesus. A lot of God. After listening to a few podcasts on the internet, I decided I wanted to do it because I could do it better. We could do it better. He came down and he told me I must create an awesome podcast for general viewership to listen in on. And he said I would need a second.
Richard approached me during work, and he asked if I wanted to start a podcast with him. I thought to myself, wow, I wouldn't mind having a little fame and fortune.
And women.
Yeah, and
women.
Wealth, yeah. And so I thought we'd be up to the task of making this podcast and making it good. To prepare for the show, I always take out the show note booklet that we started writing from the very first episode. And I just start writing what happened during the week, events that really interested me, and that I think would make for good conversation, and that would be funny and entertaining for our viewers.
Some shows do improv, which is cool, and I do mostly improv, but you need to have a basis in show notes, so you have some direction, especially in a radio show, which can go anywhere.
We use a Logitech computer microphone that you could buy at Best Buy or pretty much any computer goods store. It's very inexpensive, I think about $14, and it has pretty good quality. To record and edit the Rich and Josh Show, we used Audacity, which was something Richard told me about and asked me to download for the show, which I did, and because it's on my computer, I had to familiarize myself with it. It's very easy to use. All you do is click to open it, and then you can do a number of things. Usually we just put the intro and another track before, and then we set where in the intro we want to start recording, and we press record, and we're ready.
Hello, and welcome to the Rich and Josh Show, episode number 48. What we talk on the show about is pretty much anything. I would just like to open it by saying that Josh Nace has a very large head. What haven't we talked about? That's probably the better question. We talk about differences between myself and Josh. Him being a white male, me being a black male.
Well, we talk about a number of things, everywhere from politics.
They had a moment of silence on the Senate floor and House floor,
to daily life.
So, last weekend, I went home for a ride.
Said that. How do I work with Josh? Me and Josh have been friends for a long time, so everything pretty much gels naturally at this point. But he's definitely the straight man to my antics. I'm not always funny. Sometimes he's the funny man, but he's the straight man, definitely.
The way I interact with Rich is usually he'll probably say something, or he'll talk about stuff for a while, because that's what he does, he talks a lot. And then I'll kind of just respond to that, usually with one word, uh-huh, or yes, or sometimes if he makes fun of me, I'll be like, no, that's not true. So you're basically creating your own pain.
I create my own pain?
Yep.
Life is pain.
So, let's go over what our show is exactly.
Well, our show is a duo cast.
Yes. Our show in general is a podcast.
A podcast, yes.
Yes.